Hi, Mr. Rochelle here in my studio in Melbourne, Australia. It was 39 degrees today. The air conditioner's on. I don't know if you can hear it or not in the microphone. It was 39 yesterday. It's going to be 39 tomorrow. Probably be 22 the day after that. That's Melbourne for you. Anyway, it's a good time to spend in the studio. Good time to play with a pair of BLDs, the BLD original and the BLD-2. Which is what I'll be reviewing today. Bit of a demo, going away from the usual thing I do, as was suggested. Someone saying that saw a video on YouTube. Someone saying that hand videos are boring. Well, this is a sort of a hand video, but you get me introduced to start this time. It's a little bit of a difference, and instead of being straight down looking on, it's more of a watch and listen. I think it concentrates your ears more. If you're not like concentrating on the module so much and looking at exactly what my hands and going on the module, but then again, I've got some images to the side, so maybe that is distracting. Anyway, it's something different. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into like the original BLD and the BLD-2 side by side, and let's have a listen. Cheers. Today I've put my two BLDs next to each other to show you the difference between the two and how they are unique in their own way. So let's start with the original. Just quickly for those who don't know, BLD is a whole voice, has a VCO, has an envelope generator, has two envelope generators in this instance, and it has a filter and a VCA / amplifier. So you get everything you need in the one voice, one module. I especially like the original for its very 303-ish. Now the FM1 level I've just turned up there is internally hardwired to the attack release, I believe. I'll have to double check that, but I believe. So that can be positive or negative. That very 303-ish, especially when we're on that square wave pulse width. Shifting it left and right, negative and positive. Okay, now you also have control over the waveform, so it's a variable waveform from square to the way to sine. Quite soft. Way to sawtooth. Oh, lovely and squelchy. Now you have an attack release and attack hold release here, so we're using the attack release on both the amplifier and the filter. So to the right is attack release and to the left is attack hold release. You can soften that up if we want, or we can just pop that over to the other side and just use the attack release. Pop that square wave back in. Very distinct sound, really individual, let's move on to its advanced. You'd have to say little brother because it came afterwards, right? So it's its little brother. Think of there we go. Yes, better. Alright, so very similar module. Obviously it's a full voice, filter, VCO, envelope generators and VCO. Very similar controls. Now, I don't know the full specifications, but the VCO is different. So it's similar to the S1, I believe. Need to be corrected. Yeah. So that's why this has a different sound to it, basically. Not to mention we're in actually 36 dB filter mode here as opposed to 24, which I believe 24 is standard in the BLD, the original, and obviously it cannot be changed. So you actually do get choice. Okay. Now similar we have pulse width, frequency modulation, which I have an envelope generator running into this particular one. Put it in as an example of getting some really zappy sounds out of it. Yeah. Now, the other difference between this is attack decay as opposed to an attack release on the original. So it's an attack decay, attack hold decay on the BLD-2. So it's a little bit snappier for my ear anyway. So, and we have it both on the filter and amplifier. And the same thing you can do with so you can have the VCA with an attack hold release. You can swap them around basically. Attack hold decay to the left and attack decay to the right. Now, what I didn't go over in the original was the noise. So let's get into that. So this little, let's go back to open that decay open a bit. Be very careful, but that noise, I mean, it gives you so many other options. Now you can turn the oscillator right off and just have the noise. Yeah. So much variety. Just in this one little voice, you can add that back in with the oscillator. It's lovely. that back a bit again. So the noise is very different. I'll switch back to the BLD, the original, and you can immediately hear a level drop, right? I'm going to have a guess the amplification circuits are just more advanced, or Woa worked on them to get a bit more power out of the BLD-2. Either that, or it has something to do with the VCO itself, and maybe it's the combination of the VCO, the envelope generators, and the filter that he worked on to, and the amplification circuit. Who knows? I'd love someone to tell me one time, if they know, or even in the comments. That'd be lovely. So anyway, switching back to the original BLD, immediately here the noise is different. The attenuator is actually low pass filter on the right and amplification on the left, and we're going through the amplifier at the moment, so and you can go pre or post the filter. So if I take that right out, so we can get some lovely sounds, lovely noise, but it's quite low in comparison to the original. To the BLD-2, but still can sound lovely. Add it in. Okay, so that's where we can, if we switch it over to the low pass filter, we can hear it when we open it up a bit there, and hear that noise come through. Just to add some spice to the sound. That's pretty much the nuts and bolts of the two. I won't get into every single little thing on the panel. They're pretty self-explanatory. I just wanted to give you a little demo of the differences between the two and how they sound wonderful in their own right. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the demo. Had a bit of effects for some fun while we're here. Drive the BLD. I could fiddle around for hours. You get the idea. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go get in line for a BLD-2. Write to Cwejman Japan, and if you really want one of these modules, you just have to be patient, and it will come. So thanks Maho for continually pushing out these modules and continuing the Cwejman name, and thanks Rene for helping Maho out. Thank you both. Doing the modular world and the music world a great service. Wiggle on, people.